Welcome, friends. It's me, Suze, of Sophia's Emporium. And of course, today is Saturday, November 23rd. You know, it's funny to see how few people really like a good parable. They'd prefer things to make fun over. But this whole Elvis mystery is surely no different than a parable. So, what I want to do is I want to show you what I wrote back on Sunday, January 21st, 2018. And of course, if we look at our timeline and see what really upset people early in 2018, well, this is one of the big things. So let's go ahead and start. Walk a mile in his shoes. Number 1, if a king has no heir, how does a kingdom remain intact since AD 454? And I say Adam knows. Number 2, why can't the stateside fan pages deal with the international pics they now use with no clue? Adam brought them first a decade ago. Now, you might want to tag that with the political revealing that's going on right now. Number 3, who in their right mind could believe this pic is of the Elvis you think you knew? Adam's voice is a close match for obvious reason. And the picture I'm referring to is this one. And it's when he released new music and actually did the I can't think of the right word for it right now. It's the actual demo record. That way nobody could disprove it. Okay. Number 4, I was recruited January 2017 to document my findings for a report, spiritual research investigation, so the truth marches on. Now keep in mind the reason why I did this to begin with, and nobody's thinking about it when it comes to these hearings, of why in the hell did Trump acknowledge Elvis Presley in his audience and even wave to him? Simple question I still can't get an answer to. And that's going to tie into manufactured false media. Okay. Number 5, he chose a select group to see his sweet face and hear him sing in the past week. They had me remote view his interaction with the crowd. He flowed between live singing and the many published songs he has released. The earliest I saw was 2002. Now, in more recent videos, because this is 2 years ago, I've found one as early as 1998. Number 6, the whitewashing of this truth is tied in with every mind control program in the arms of MKUltra. Synchronistic story documented in South America illustrates the point quite nicely. Thus, the whole EPE Graceland thing is a racket. Number 7 is particularly interesting because now I know how Courtney Brown and his remote viewers knew about the war in the heavens. And of course, it all goes back to Rudolf Steiner. But we'll talk about that another day. Number 7 is, check out The War in Heavens by Courtney at Farsight Press. They will bring story forward in the near future. And of course, I'm still waiting. Okay. Number 8, my prediction. There is a global acknowledgement of who number one is, and he is quite popular for good reason. He will bring you a new and improved version of what reminds me of Rocky Horror Picture Show, a musical masterpiece delivered in many languages that describes the bigger picture behind the war in the heavens. Number 9, it's all about the love, all free to the sincere seeker. And of course, back then I made a hashtag called Play the Game With Us. It's a multi-dimensional hashtag to help you figure it out. Okay. Now, what I want to do is go out of this, and if I play this, oh, I'm really going to piss people off. Does that mean I want to do it? Yeah. You know, I don't really like to upset people, but I do like people to realize what I was shown and what I've been working with ever since. I had a really nice comment recently from some scrapbook doodle or somebody, and I really need to read it on another show, because the person was so kind to acknowledge the fact that I feel a responsibility to explain what I've been through. And in the meantime, there's people teasing it and mocking me like I haven't done any damn research, which is really tragic. I mean, at least I put together quality content. Oh, do I want to piss you off? Well, sorry to say, I've given you 2 warnings now. Leave the room if you cannot handle it. Okay. Now, I put this video together 3 years ago. Like I said, you better run for the hills. Times like this concept that a truth is nothing but a half-truth, depending on your level of perception at any given time. And so, even though, like my dear friend Mr. Vic says, well, Suze, you know, there really is no time. Oh my goodness, right. But as all these things are coming into one, you see, we need that element of what we know is time, you know, when we sleep, when the sun shines, when it's dark out, just to really have time to put it together. So that was pretty wild. But what is even weirder is, boy, did I get some incredible messages from my dear friend that I call Michael Skutnik, and Joe keeps saying, Suze, it's Mikkel. And I say, but you know, I mean, come on, I'm a little bit Hoosier, and I really just can't much help it. So, let's... Okay. Sputnik, huh? Or Skutnik. That's not what's going to upset you, though. Actually, I clicked the wrong video. I'm not even allowed to be on my own page, is how silly this is. You know, with all the hacking that's being investigated now. And the dumps. Boy, I can't wait to put another show together and talk about that, too. Too many things at once. Alright. 3 years ago, and you can see the video is partially muted. Allegedly. I didn't find that muted place. It might be one of the many that they said, you know what? We're going to let your video out of jail. The demerge forms the physical world in which we live, ignorant of Sophia, who manages to infuse some spiritual spark into his creation. Hey, that's scary looking too. I remember the piano. And the Pistis Sophia, Christ is sent from the Godhead in order to bring Sophia back into the fullness, the Paroma. Christ enables her to again see the light, bringing her knowledge of the Spirit. Christ is then sent to earth in the form of a man, Jesus, to give men the revelation needed to rescue themselves and return to the spiritual world. For Gnostics, the redemption of Sophia through Christ is the central drama of the universe. The Sophia resides in all of us as the divine spark. I see you. Alright. Get out of that one. There we go. Hope that didn't butt hurt anybody too bad. The last song on this. Okay. Just a piece from another video that is key critical, and maybe people will get the idea of the parable. So with that, I'm out, but I'll be back.